Are you ready? Are we good? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Aransas County Navigation District Public Meeting Budget Workshop at 2 p.m. Thursday, August 13th. Before we begin, I have one small presentation to make, and this is for Janine. Would you pass this down? It's in recognition of surviving another very challenging and successful beach season. We all appreciate all of the work that you have put in. What?
It's a team effort, thank you.
Yes, well,
Can't
open
get it
it.
without them.
Pardon? Just,
Can't get it without them.
oh, no, that's right. We appreciate, well, we both, thank everybody, thank all of the staff people.
Nice way to finish it off with the police.
You want to take it out so they can see it?
Keep calm and carry on.
Keep calm and carry on.
Thank you. That's
So-
did that.
Anyway, all right. With all of the ceremonial things over with, we shall begin with we have the call to order. Shall we have a pledge of allegiance, since it's a regular meeting, and honor the Texas flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Amen.
Oh, it's not. Okay. We now have a section for citizens to be heard. Do we have any citizens out there who want to address anything not on the agenda? Seeing none, we will go on to the open meeting. Item number 1, considering possible action for authorization of the University of Texas Marine Science Institute toxicity testing within Little Bay, and that is Mr. Moore's item. You want to do a quick
Thank you,
introduction?
Chairman. Real quick, and I'll toss it over to Charlie for any questions. As everybody knows, we've done a lot of different studies in Little Bay and found out a lot of pieces of the puzzle. And this situation with these forever chemicals, which have a history of coming off of sewage treatment plants and keeping aquatic plants and other plants from growing. We had worked with UTMSI to get what looks to me like a pretty focused and solid study. It's taken a little while trying to get some things taken care of financially. But the whole thing is there are some seagrasses that are coming in right at the base of the Leggett Channel, and they are expanding still, according
Nice.
to your look. In fact, I sent Charlie a picture. I was in there the other day, and there was a redhead duck, which obviously a wounded duck, but he was hanging around and he was feeding in that one of those patches of grass. And I sent a picture to Charlie, so that's good. And we're going to compare that where the grass is growing to the soil where it's not growing, and if it is present, there's lots of remedies for that, which will be beneficial to our whole restoration program.
Okay. Very good. Would you like to say a few words, Charlie?
Any questions?
Okay, any questions from any of the commissioners?
Also, is one of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And comparing the seagrass bed right there about, out through other parts of Little Bay, it's a good plan.
You know, 20 years ago, I never thought I'd be excited about seagrass growing. But here we are.
Yeah.
Okay. Any additional questions, comments? Would you like to make the motion?
I would love to make a motion that we accept the proposal from University of Texas Marine Science Center to do a PFAS study in Little Bay. Hopefully we'll round out all of our studies and put us further down the road to restoration.
Okay, I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed?
Not opposed, just let me ask, because I did say aye. Charlie, is there a cost to this, to us?
Yeah, it's $20,008.
Okay. If
That's
there's a-
our cost.
If there's a place to have it come out of the budget, fine. If not, we'll need to make a budget amendment.
Good call.
Okay.
Have we, I wonder what our Little Bay, we're getting ready to find out what our Little Bay budget was. That's good.
Exactly.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay, all right,
Thanks,
very
Jack.
good. Thank you. All right, moving on, item 2, budget workshop, deliberate and possible action on items relating to the creation of the 2026, actually, it's our 2027 budget. And I'm going to turn this over to Janine and the staff. Bye, thank you for coming.
Hi, Charlie.
Thanks, Charlie. Good work.
We can either do the actual budget first, and there is a new item that
Excuse me,
is-
can you put your mic closer to you so you can hear? If it's open?
So we can either do it, we can go through the budget, or we can go through the capital expenditure draft. So this is a list of projects that we've pulled together with associated costs. We do need to do a little bit of refining on the costs and the project scopes, but the staff and myself, what we've done is we've prioritized these projects, what we think, where they stand. There's a few of the bigger projects that we need to touch base on. We can recommend and make recommendations, but I think input from the commission on those bigger projects would be appreciated.
Okay.
So
I think we have, staff are here for the budget, but they don't need to be here for the CapEx, do they?
we basically, the staff, we've all worked on this together, so
So they're here for the duration.
yes.
Okay, all right. In that case,
You're welcome.
do you have any preference, anyone?
I don't have any preference, it's, the CapEx, might be worthwhile going through that CapEx first, and then you'll
That's what I'm
appreciate
thinking.
just what we've got going on.
I think
And
so.
if I'm reading you right, your CapEx is expenditures that you didn't budget for today.
It is expenditures, basically what we anticipate into this year.
Future expenditures.
27, 28, and possibly 29.
I think you just said what I was asking.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we just have never in the past had a whole list of these together. I mean, Janine has spent a lot of time putting this list together.
What we did is, we had a criteria on how we scored these projects. And you'll see there, value, strategic impact, risk, complexity, and constraints and alignments. And then those are scored from 0 to 5. And I'm going to open this up so you can see. So 0 to 5 is 0 being 0, 5 being 100%. You've also got another criteria if what we thought must be done, should be done, could be done, would be done. The 0 to 5, you'll see there's a total score that's out of 100. All right. That small little printout that you have is as well as I can get this the spreadsheet to print out. This is a massive spreadsheet, so I would rather watch the screens if you can. So project number 1, resurfacing of road, and that's for the seawall along here at Rockport Harbour. It's from the aquarium building all the way through to this building here. That we've got 27, 28, and it's estimated. This is only estimated costs $3.50 to $10 per square foot. An rough estimate on this project regarding square footage is 32,150 square feet.
Where did you get the estimated rough cost?
We actually we actually asked Google. That's why we've got to do some refinement. We need to speak to the county and exactly see, because this project, we're going to have to, the surface is going to have to be milled. It's not just a seal coat. So we've still got to speak to the county and see, refine these costs.
Who's going to be, if anything, doing the job? The county?
It's probably going to be
The county is who
the
we usually
county, and
contact
then
with.
I think we've got a third-party mill because the county can't do it, as far as I'm aware. Charles?
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
I think Texas Materials bought out Bay Construction, because they're the ones who usually do most of the road.
But the county usually does it for us at work like this at cost, I believe.
That's what I've heard as well. I mean, we've got to look at stakeholders, who's going to be involved. We're going to have its combination of local government and third party, I'm assuming. So
Okay.
As I said to you, it's getting a resurfacing of Blacktop Road from 911 all the way through to the aquarium building, roughly about 643 feet by 50 feet squared. We are looking roughly on the lower side about 112 and on the higher side 321.
Yeah.
Why aren't you looking at the beach road?
Oh, it's coming.
It's coming.
It's
So you
coming.
prioritize this road over here by the park more important than the beach park? Is that how you did it?
No, if you see how we've scored it, you can see the seawall is scoring at 60 and the beach is scoring at 70. So the beach is scoring a little bit higher than because of.
They're kind of
Traffic.
small print, so I'm trying to look at.
I know that
Exactly.
unfortunately, it's just.
Everything's minimized around here.
Do we have these electronically?
I'm going to send them.
She will have them to you.
So you can look
Yes.
through them this week and
So can we just, let's go
Yeah,
through
let's zoom
as,
through it. and
let's go through them as quick,
questions
as much as we
answered,
can, and then we can look at
We'll
them.
digest it and
Okay.
ask questions.
Exactly.
So, just go through the list, so we've got the resurfacing of the beach entrance. We think it's just a seal coat exercise, but we'll see how that fares. We need to get some more clarity on that scope. It is a smaller project. We've also got replacing and repair of the speed humps along Seabreeze Drive. They need to be replaced, and maybe a few additionals as well that need to be put through. We do have remediation of the saltwater pavilion, and then underneath that is the Bay Education Centre. Both those have been scored exactly the same, and we've got a high score between 87.5 out of 100, and those are must projects. The associated costs, the pavilion we're looking at 350 to 500, and the Bay Education 200 to 300.
What was our,
Yes.
good,
Thousands.
yes, what was our final cost here?
We've got, I think
Vicky?
Vicky, I think it's roughly about 523, roughly. That's just the building.
Okay.
What else? could there be
Half a
besides-
building.
So you've also got incidentals, so you've got furniture, you've got storage, you've got associated costs with that. We can get those final costs to you as soon as.
Well, to me, anyway, the furniture, because it's unique to this, and you wouldn't be replacing furniture in the saltwater pavilion, you shouldn't consider that.
No, it's not, and that's.
This is strictly building
This
costs,
is
I think.
just strictly building.
For the structure.
Yes, just
This
the
is structural
structure,
costs.
yes. Because we don't know, and that's what I said to you, we need to define these costs a little bit more. We've got to get with contractors and have those discussions.
Right.
But all this is just the beginning of that process of getting these projects listed and prioritized, and then we get the details in it.
Okay, so what was the cost to rehab this without the furniture per square foot?
I don't know per square foot. I'll have to look. I don't know what
We
the,
can get those.
I can get those.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that'd be helpful in
Yes.
judging what we're gonna have to spend for
Okay.
the saltwater pavilion.
I mean, it's also, they're bigger projects, so we may have to go out to bid on those projects anyway, because they're such,
Well, we just,
so, yeah.
these are just, we just want you to see a list of projects that we're facing coming in the
You
next
just
year or
brought up
two.
A terrible memory of us having to justify on $0 value that this was here, and
Yes,
because it's
sir.
not an improved, if you're talking about roads only. No,
Yeah.
you're
There's
talking about
a-
saltwater pavilion.
There's a lot of detail and a lot of considerations in these bigger projects, and I just wanted to get this list so you guys saw what the projects and what we actually looking at over the next 2 to 5 years.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got both the pavilion, saltwater pavilion, and the Bay Education on there.
Okay.
Regarding, these may be incorporated into these projects, we don't know. Repair and replacement of the doors and windows on both pavilions. So we've got the beachfront and the saltwater pavilion.
So those have had a less than 10-year life.
We want to, yeah.
Should there be warranties on that stuff?
No, not in the windows.
So
Depends on what you purchased.
Right.
So those may, as you can tell, the costs we're at to be determined. We've
Okay.
got installation of water well on ACND grounds. I think we're looking at possibly 2 wells instead of 1, just because it's going to be cheaper to install 2 wells than put 1 well and plumb. So, but we're looking at about 40 to 50 grand worth of project.
And that's with enough capacity to irrigate the beach park and or service all of the
That's the intent.
marina and beach buildings?
That's the intent. Is we've.
I think you're shortchanging yourself on that amount.
Well, we're gonna. That's what I said. We need to
Yeah.
refine these costs. We need a little bit more.
These are, yeah,
Yeah.
these are just preliminary estimates.
Yeah.
But
That wouldn't
definitely
even give you
on
10 foot down.
Yeah, so, go ahead, continue, item 10 now?
We've got.
Oh, I'm sorry, no item.
Installation of an ADA access walkway, and this is for Rockport Beach. Now, this is to extend the existing walkway to the high tide line on Rockport Beach. There is 2 locations on near Mid Beach that could work, and it's just extending what we already have to that high tide line.
Okay. Continue.
The repair of the ADA accessible playground. There's a wooden little playground on that near Mid Beach, and it's basically just repairing what we have, and possibly including a walkway to that facility as well.
Okay.
The band shell. Now, this is a few of these. This is the electrical plugins for the food trucks. So this will probably be, depending on how things are incorporated into that project. You've got electrical repair and upgrades for the festival grounds. So that's repairing or deciding to upgrade what we already have on those festival grounds regarding electricity. We've got installation of harbour Wi-Fi into all 3 harbours, and that includes, and that's to feed our security cameras. We'd like to get security cameras back out in some of those facilities.
But most of those Wi-Fi at the harbor never work out too good.
Well, we want to look at options. There's Skylink. There's a couple
Yeah.
options that we need to look at. And the thing is with Skylink as well, it's also an emergency management tool. If we do go down with a big storm, if we have something like Skylink, we can at least be operational.
Yeah, I've been like that for 20 years and nobody do anything about it.
What
The signal, the Wi-Fi signal of the harbor.
Well, this is part.
She's thinking this will improve that.
Yeah.
This is
Just saying, that's all.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're
We're trying to improve Wi-Fi.
trying to improve it.
Aren't you gonna have to do that to have,
Security cameras, yes, sir.
well, I'm not talking about security cameras, I'm talking about your MasterCard and Visa usage at the beach park entrance. That's been a problem before, has it not?
We've
Yes.
settled that. We good with that, yes. That is, our units are on cellular. That's, if Wi-Fi goes down, we're on cellular. So, but we can change it over to Wi-Fi if the cellular does go down. We've got both capabilities within.
Who's our internet provider?
It is Spectrum right now. Yes, sir. That's why.
That's why we're looking into alternatives.
Sir.
Go ahead.
Okay. Landscaping for Rockport Beach, so that's the landscaping within Rockport Beach, the pavilions here at the annex, getting those beds re-landscaped.
You want to mention Vicky's idea that she had for that?
Miss Vicky?
There is a new extension agent in Aransas County that took Ginger's spot, and she wants to start a junior master gardeners within the
Program.
4-H system.
Target-rich environment.
Well, it is a good outlet for some of our senior 4-Hers. My daughter has been involved in 4-H for the last 4 years. And it will expand stuff that the seniors can do, and seniors is high school level, of what they can do at state competitions and make a name for Aransas County. Right now, Aransas County in that factor is very interesting.
I like that idea.
So all we'd have to pay for is the plants.
Yes, sir. And they
Yeah.
could possibly keep the maintenance up as well.
Yeah, I think that's a great solution.
I think that's a big part of it.
Well, it is, yes.
And that's an idea that will have to be presented to.
Sure.
Sure, but that was just kicking around some ideas recently. Okay, go ahead. Janine.
Okay, band shell project. Now, I've got it down as the whole project, 640,000. And I've got it down for 27, 28, and 29. Because we may split it, we may decide to do it all at once. It's all subject to grants,
Yeah.
what grants we're able to pull. Our annex building, which is the pretty one that's just been painted. On the beach facing side, we have a metal door. We need to replace that metal door, and then we also need looking at protection to keep that salt air and that wind off it, and then a possible awning as well. So this is just to initiate that project. Transient restroom revitalization.
Which restroom is that?
All of them.
Okay.
It's basically getting these restrooms updated cosmetically. So it's repainting, if we need to be retile, redo the floors, just to bring up the condition of those restrooms. Because once we get those, they're in dire need of a revamp. And once our facilities are in a good standing, we can move forward with that. The beach boots, access, a redesign of how our beach attendants get into those booths and how we actually sell out of them. So it's looking at a redesign of those booths. So relocating the door and possibly installing a window on the vehicle side of it. So instead of them hanging out the existing door, there'll be an actual sliding window. That is one of the projects we proposed.
We also had a breach of one of those booths,
Yes.
didn't we?
Yes.
Breach
Someone tried to get into one of them with the attendant.
with the attendant there?
Yes. It's my understanding, is that correct?
Yes, there's a few, yeah. So we've got Little Bay, ADA access. That is to look into ADA access into Little Bay from the south side. So it's either via wood or via concrete. Just investigate that, what the options are. We've got a lot of people that are concerned regarding that. The saltwater pavilion grading and of the sand parking lot. So that's a small project. We've also got the band shell, which this is an installation of electrical access points. The band shell does fall into this project, but it's also Christmas on the beach.
Oh, yes. So that Christmas on the beach would be in that item then?
Yes.
Okay.
So if it's subject to if we go ahead with the band shell or not. So
What?
if we go ahead with the band shell,
We did already.
Well, it's subject to what parts we decide to do.
It's phases.
Yeah, which phases? Yes.
Which phase, yeah.
So it can. The big one, which is the Little Bay Restoration Project, which is the 1.8. This is Jason Pinchback and GLO.
And we anticipate that will be grant, we hope.
I put it down as GLOMISA funded. Tommy, you can have a look at it and see. I put it down as 28. I don't know what the time frame is. I don't think that anything's really been.
Hopefully we'll start some of it next year.
So we need to.
Fingers crossed.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay. TechStop grant, port mission plan?
Yes, ma'am. I don't have any costs associated with that. Tommy, if you can make sure that if you could get with me on that one.
Bring it to the next one.
And I've got all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, of the associated projects. And again, I put it into 28. We've got, these are the smaller system projects. So we've got Molo, We've got point of sale system, which we want to get in by the end of this year. We're hoping to get it done by August, but we'll get there. I also have a real property system, so that's a management system.
That's basically a computer, a system to manage all of our
Yes.
dry land properties.
Yes, yes. We also have a document management system, which is, we're looking at to get our documentation out to the public. There are systems out there. It's investigating what's going to work for us. We also have the bait stand reconstruction, the yellow, that little bait stand, Rockport Bait and Tackle. I've got that on there as well. We have the Rockport Beach boat ramp. We've got a small, well, it's not a small project, but the redeck that pier. It needs to be that needs to be worked on.
Are the pilings still good there?
As far as we know, yes,
Are they
it's
still-
just the redeck.
They should, I mean, they haven't been in that long. Well, how long have they been?
Well, they've been there quite a while, but they last a while. But
Yeah.
every year we replace. We have-
You consider put another pier right between the two ramps, a center of that pier, the boat ramp.
What, a finger pier going out into Little
Yeah,
Bay?
going out for the boat ramp.
In other words, the big boat ramp coming
Yeah.
out, there's a
Yeah.
pier in
So
between.
what happened is most people launch on one side because the access to the pier, but the other side, nobody using it because they have to launch the boat, then they have to run the boat into that thing. That's why a lot of people been complaining about it. But since it's not, that's his district, so I can't complain much. All I can do is just say,
No, I think,
Put a budget. Put
I've
it
never
in.
heard that complaint before.
oh, I hear it a lot.
I
You go
have.
fishing. You gotta go fishing and people
I
will
do
tell you.
fish, but
So
just not
anyway-
out of here.
Yeah, anyway, just
Can't
put
be no dock in the bay.
if you're gonna have a budget to put the finger piers right in between those, the big
But we want
ramp.
in between, or we want it on the other side?
No, because the south wind blowing, you can't go on the other side.
Judy, you have a bulkhead to the left of it if you're looking,
Yeah,
Right.
or to the right if you're looking into the
So
water.
it's something to look into.
yeah, something to look at.
If you
Just-
wanna give me a couple details, and then I can add it to the list. I mean,
I think that's a
whether
good-
we
Just
can
add
put
it.
it out for a couple years' time to look at, it's
How you gonna
worthwhile.
get to your car?
Pull the boat out of the
Okay.
water.
Okay,
We have Rockport Beach, the Palapas. That includes the big Little Bay, it is Little Bay.
The one in front of the saltwater
Yes,
pavilion.
yes, sir. That includes that. We've got, it's all of them, so it's between 62 and 65 units.
There's
So,
that many of those?
yes.
Wow.
Now, we have got a few prices in, and the prices vary, so, and there is an upkeep to it we've got to, maintenance needs to be done on them actually every 12 months. So there's an associated cost with that. But, so that's the big one, and then we've got a smaller one. We have three that we'd like two that are sitting already on their sides, and one that needs
need to be reset.
needs to be reset. We wanted to relocate those three, so that's the one below it.
Is the beach renourishment on for this year? No? You don't know?
We need to chase GLO to see where we're at,
Okay. It
because
was scheduled and then it didn't, and then, but I think
but
it's,
I think we've got a couple
I
of
think they
years.
still wanna do it. Go ahead.
we need desperately, we do need that sound
I
desperately.
know to put up our other palapas.
We keep on losing them due to lack of sound.
I said, Charles, what happened to those, why are we pulling those palapas out? Why don't we put them back? And he goes, because the beach is gone.
Yes,
Good
sir.
Yeah.
Go beach.
Okay, Cove Harbour North boat ramp. This is to we're looking at redecking the actual some of the ramps and work on the handrails, which is already started and progressing.
And when you say deck, you're talking about the dock.
Yes.
Okay.
It's, okay. I was thinking if we had to resurface the asphalt, we don't have to do that yet.
I mean,
That's a whole nother.
yes,
I know, that's what I'm thinking. That didn't look like a very valid,
Redecking the pier and fixing the structural supports on it.
So y'all even So you are even talking about using that track wood instead?
It's too slick.
And it's very expensive.
Everybody uses Key Allegra, all the rich houses they using them. Everything using.
They don't have to worry about the public slipping on it, though.
We're not
Well,
rich.
it's the same thing. Y'all put those bulkheads out there with a bunch of rocks.
Thank
There's
you,
no
Marvin.
sign of slip or fall or anything.
But poor
It's
folks,
the same different. Okay,
To the coast, maybe?
Yeah.
okay. I'm just saying it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Picnic tables.
Yes, picnic tables. Surprisingly, these are very expensive. So as we've got budget, we actually replace them. And it's, so we are, subject to how much budget we have left, we are intending to.
How many need to be replaced? All or 50% or? Charles? Estimate?
Beach.
The picnic tables on the beach?
50%, around 50%. We're trying to do that in stages.
is that the,
Get a better
is that the-
picnic table.
is that replacing the table or the boards on it?
Both.
Both.
We're trying to go with a, like a plastic like Plex,
Yeah.
but that way with the stainless steel hardware instead of the galvanized tube.
Yes.
With the wood boards.
Did we ever have the ones with the cement legs on it?
No, not on the beach that I'm aware of.
No?
Okay.
Fulton built those were out of concrete. It looked good. It worked good. Maintenance free.
Yeah.
Just wash it out and
Okay.
done.
Can I move on?
Move on, please.
Okay, beachfront pavilion, this is basically repainting it, getting this, this pavilion, back up and, into decent, well, not that it isn't decent, but it needs repaint, because we've got, Little Bay, and the bird area, we've got, cable, so that area is surrounded by bollards, and you've got a metal cable that surrounds that all needs to be replaced. It's just a matter of labor. We do have some materials on that.
We do have the materials?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
good.
Saltwater pavilion, relocating a shower tower, yes. We are having a lot of vandalism on those. So we do constantly doing it, but this one actually needs to be relocated.
Where we relocated to?
It's not very far, it's about a couple feet further towards the
We're going to
parking.
relocate it closer to the parking lot, where they have about 15, 20 feet from the sidewalk that's already there, so they can utilize walking, instead of just having it out there in the middle of the grass area.
Oh,
they
yeah.
can walk across there to get dirt and grass and stuff, so it'd just be closer to the vehicles.
I think
It's
that's a
only-
good
It's only
idea.
a small amount of labor, just some piping and a little concrete slab, basically.
Yeah.
And
That's good.
then we've got, within the harbors, we've got electrical mini centers. All those need to be inspected, repaired, replaced. So, I don't have any costs on that. It's, yeah.
Do
Okay.
you have an estimate of bad ones, a percentage at this point?
I do not.
Okay.
So this is the CapEx, this is where we stand right now. If we go all the way up to the top, just with the figures that we've got, on the lower end, we're looking at over 3.5 million. On the top end, we're looking at just under 4.5.
Okay.
If we ever wanted to do everything at once.
Well, I think this is excellent. I think this is something that we've never put it together into something that is all cohesive. It's always been
We've got.
fix it when it breaks, basically.
We have scored what we feel is appropriate for these projects. So once I get this file to you, you're more than welcome
Sure.
to look at the details. Just remember that we still got quite a bit of work to put into this.
Mm-hmm. Well, and if you all have any suggestions on any other projects you think need to be added to this,
That's
Just-
the plan.
yeah.
One thing I would like to bring up, we're just talking about rehab, and it's not here, and I don't even know the status of them, but somebody brought to my attention, I think it's at Con Brown, that they've redone their fish cleaning stands, and they installed foot pedals to run the water.
Oh.
And I would think that would pay for itself pretty darn quick.
Next time I'm in that area, I'll check them out and see if.
I will too, I hadn't seen them, but I was just like.
That's an interesting
yeah.
idea,
Because,
yeah.
we turn it on and it runs, and it would also probably be a little more reliable, I would think.
And not
Because,
get broken off.
Anyway, just-
yeah,
Until the vandals get there.
yeah, most of the time they turn the water, they let it run for long.
Exactly.
If any of you commissioners have anything that you want to add, just let us, shoot it through to us, and then we can add it to this list. And it can be for the next 5 years, 10 years. This is where we start actually planning and actually start really getting into projects and getting them.
Right. We're trying to, Janine's trying to more formalize, I guess, the process that we've
Yes.
had in the past, so we kind of.
We can budget for projects a lot better using this type of tool. We can prioritize what we've got on, what we don't have. That's the big thing, is prioritizing for me, is what projects we need to do first, because we've got a lot, and we constantly have a lot.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes it has to shift.
Also, the boat ramp in Fulton, need to take a look at it and look at it and see what we can do.
What's the problem there?
Well, a lot of things missing. The bulkhead on the each side is already blown out, so.
Yeah, there's a hole in that, which I'm sure is letting a lot of sediment in. That'd be easy to clean that. But it should be plugged. You know what I'm talking
Take
about?
a look at it.
Between the lighthouse and that one opening, I bet it takes on a lot. I haven't had any troubles.
Right now,
myself.
the wind is already laying down for the good fishing season, so everybody's gonna use that boat ramp pretty good, so.
Okay.
This is fascinating.
I would have a suggestion on that boat ramp in Fulton is you have an open ramp and putting a barrier bulkhead over like an L shape to avoid that wind from blowing, and then being able to launch off of there. I think it'll be utilized more if there was a barrier to slow that wind down so that you can launch off rather than launching and having the boat whipping back and forth, because I've seen them whipping back and forth and try to
But the
on and
wind
off.
The wind blowing out of southeast, you can't do nothing about it. But
Yeah, I was
it's a late season. Everybody gonna use that to go across the bay like me to go
Yeah,
redfish.
that's just an idea.
What I would like to do with this this list is get a committee together,
There you go.
and once a month or once a quarter, you go through these projects, and if they need to be reprioritized, you do that at that point. If there's new projects that need to be added, it can be done at that point.
Yeah.
And it'll be a combined effort between commission and staff to basically manage this list and work through it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thought process on this, where I see this going.
Okay.
Very good.
Awesome.
Sounds good, yeah.
Awesome.
I noticed that you've got some of the projects, the bigger projects on the master plan in here, and some of them that are not. This should definitely be integrated into the master plan with even a separate section, because right now the master plan is each of the harbors, and it could be put in there, but the maintenance and stuff would be good just to be part of that. So
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
we'll work towards that. Good
Yes,
job.
sir. This
Yeah,
is just the
excellent job, really and truly. It's the first time we've had a document like this.
Gotta have a to-do list.
Okay, yes, this is it's a big to-do list, all right.
this was a staff effort, because we sat down and we
Best way to get by you.
we sat down and prioritized and discussed where we felt things needed to be. So it is, when I say to you, it's a team effort, it's a team effort.
Okay. Very good, excellent job. Okay, are we all ready? Any other questions? Are we ready to go on to the budget? Okay.
Okay, now, we've tried our hardest. Any errors, those are on myself. If you do catch any errors, please let me know. Yeah.
Nicely. Well, I will say that Vicki has done a phenomenal job, Janine has done a phenomenal job, but I think this is Vicki's first time to do our budget, so this is, if we see glitches, give them a little
Be
grace.
kind.
Be nice.
I think you need to start by letting us know what the color codes mean.
It's basic.
You got green, yellow, we got
No.
light green, that doesn't mean anything?
No,
Okay.
the only colors that you need, the only colors that you need to be aware of is,
Red.
in the red and the,
Red and what?
within the red, within the column that says 2026 versus 2027, there's red and green. Obviously, it's color code, it's traffic light. Red is not good, green is
Good.
good.
It's good.
Okay.
Benjamin Franklin.
Yes, sir.
A lot of Benjamins
Now,
in there.
this is, it's a crystal ball, remember that. We've got budget for 26, we've got budget for 27, we've got 26 versus 27, and then we've got actuals for 25. There are comments along the side, so I'm gonna work through them. If anybody has any issues, let me know. Income, Rockport Harbour, budgeted 26, 410. We've dropped it down to 400. It's a decrease of 10.
Yeah.
Actual was 386.
Did you have a why?
Yeah, if you look at the actual, it was actually last year it was actually $386,000. So that's hard to justify that 410 that we had last year.
Without having enough time to go through, we don't have a why.
Okay.
Some of these, I don't have a why, and I'll tell you, we need to look at a little bit further into it. So if you've got any major questions, let us know. Fulton Harbour, we budgeted 26 is 230. We put it down to 190. The actual was 213. The reason why we've dropped it is because the oyster fleet moved out or moved closer to the open fishing grounds. So the oyster fleet, they're not tied in at this point with any 12-month contracts. That's one of the things we may have to look at.
There are no 12-month contracts now? Albies is out, everybody's out.
What actually happened is when the news came with the beds, they literally dropped us and just moved on. We had no. So
We have no control over it.
we need to those
They've
leases.
overfished it. is what it's happening.
Those leases need to be reviewed. Is one of the things we need to look at, or we start looking at leasing those docks out to other interested parties.
Which I just heard they're open now.
So if you can, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But we have, we've dropped to 40, we've gone a little more on the conservative side of it. If it works out that it's a little
If
bit.
it's more, it's better.
Yeah.
Okay, Cove Harbor?
Cove Harbor, we've kept it the same. Miscellaneous projects, we've kept it the same. The Cove Harbor dock rentals, we've kept that the same. The late fees is a new one. We are intending to start charging
We
late
should.
fees. So
On-
that is our intent for 2027.
We haven't been in the past. Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
I'll try and answer it, sir.
I see the budget at 2026 and the budget for 2027. Do we have, I don't see a line of the actual expenditures. Is that another sheet that we're going to look at?
We've got the actuals for 25.
The last column, that's
The
the
last
last full
column.
year that we have.
That's the last full year.
We don't have actuals for 26.
Yeah, you don't.
I can,
All we would have is to date.
you get your PN.
We'll get another, we'll have another budget workshop. Please include that in it.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, that's
You
fine.
know, not this year, but next year, you might consider to date from the prior year,
Yeah.
There
to
you go.
date for this year.
Yeah,
That tells you whether actions,
where are we going?
yeah.
Well, we could get that to them between now and our next.
Yeah, that's an easy report.
It is, yeah, that's easy to
You know,
pull.
Just make it separate.
Thank you.
Okay, where were we?
Okay,
Okay.
moving on.
So bait stands and concessions, we've increased it for 27. We're thinking, we may get additional food trucks. We've got some plans for food trucks.
Oh, that includes, bait stands and concession includes food
Yes,
trucks.
Yes.
Have you calculated in there, will we have a loss of revenue if we redo the Rockport bait stand? The yellow one?
That's what the budget's
Don't
on.
have lost revenue, but you'll have a higher expense.
Exactly.
So,
Can you explain the drop from 2025 to 2026, even though I was there and I don't remember?
what is it, for the bait stands, or?
On the bait stands and concessions. 102 actual and we went 96. We lost one, I think, back.
I remember we lost Pelican,
Right.
but that wasn't in 25.
No.
That was before 25.
Not much.
So, I mean,
Another
we can have a closer look at that and do a deep dive, but things are pretty intense right now.
Just note what our next budget
Yes,
can
sir.
answer.
We've got residential submerged piers. We're keeping it 5,000. So commercial, we're keeping it at that 60,000, and transient dockage, we're keeping it at 4,500. Okay. So we do have a drop for dockage. Now for the festival grounds, we're keeping it as is. There's no change. Now for the pavilions, we are intending that, subject to when we actually do look at that remediation, we are going to lose revenue out of that. So, and we put about 20,000.
I had somebody comment to me last night about the way that the signage works in that master sign out there, is that they've been given some instructions as to where the screws are supposed to go and what size, et cetera. But apparently the compliance from somebody bringing it in is not very good. And it was suggested to me that why don't you just come up with a price to do it for them and charge them over and above what your normal rent space is for the sign.
What, for the actual signs?
Or do we put the signs up? I thought we put them up.
We get the actual signs. The signs get dropped off at the workshop, and then our people go and physically put the signs on the signboard. That's what we're talking about?
Well, that's not how it was explained to me last night. That's why I'm looking a little funny.
The process is there's a specification that they need to meet, and that those signs get dropped off at the shop, and then our people go and physically put the signs
But
on the actual board.
I need to ask that person why they told me something completely different from that. They were talking about putting it up themselves and not being in compliance, and it ended up that the shop was doing it for them. So I'll track that down and find out why I was misinformed.
Yeah,
Wow.
the sign needs to be dropped off at our shop, and then our guys put those signs up.
Okay.
Are you getting out of spec signs?
Excuse me?
Are you getting out of spec signs?
Sometimes we do, and they'll drop them off when we're not there, and we gotta call them and tell them to bring it back, and then they throw a fit.
Meet spec, man.
But it's always been where they drop them off at the painting shop, and they just hook into the signboard over there. There's no screws involved. They just sit up in the little groove.
Okay, I'll find
And
out.
lately, we've had some issues that has been resolved or getting resolved because we had some maintenance employees doing something that they weren't supposed to be doing.
Imagine that.
Is it a standard 4x8?
Yeah, 4x8, and they just pop in there and they pop back out. Just, they can pick them up, pull them out.
Pretty hard to get out of 4x8 spec.
So,
It's yep. It's
Okay,
All right.
I'll find out about the misinformation.
yeah, you can text me if you want that.
Okay.
Or we can clear it up.
Okay, so we've got the saltwater pavilion we are going to lose. The beachfront we come back up again because we've moved back home. Plain and simple. The shelters we keep it the same. Now the annuals, you will see there's quite a significant difference, and what we think actually happened was it was overestimated for 26. What we've done for 27 is bought it back what we think in line to where it should be.
Okay, so that figure that we had for 26, that was factored including a proposal to increase the dailies, correct? And so that was factored into that number.
That's what we think happened.
Right, and so we're backing that out.
So we've budgeted for 27 using 25's. So, but you can see there's a reflection on.
Okay.
Okay.
Vicki, did you have any opportunity to look at year-to-date and see on stuff like this, where we were on it?
Parts of it, yes.
And so those go into the 27
This-
numbers.
Yeah, if you see the chart that Janine handed out
Yeah.
also, shows us that tracks the revenues pretty well, I think.
That's
Graphically.
That's January to August, and that's over 23, 24, 25, and 26.
Yeah,
So that's January through August for
Yes.
each year?
for
Yes.
each year, which is our big season. And then the second page is the
Just the
revenues
data,
from
yeah.
January through August.
Yeah, the second page is the actual data that graph used.
Okay. So we think, 2025, which was the highest, that included when Augie was having his crawfish festival out at the,
He's been there a couple years, yeah.
so, and that's changed this year.
Tell you what, those guys are going all out on Fiesta and La Playa.
Are they?
Yeah, they're going big. That could end up being a really good revenue
Good.
producer for us.
Good, good.
So, as you can see, the figures, they reflect what's going on. Now we're moving into other income. We've got 516 and 517. Those are new. We've included them in for 27. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Interest income. We've kept it the same. TDM, we've actually, because all of our projects are now coming to an end, the only open project we do have is the renourishment. We've shown that. Do we still have stuff that needs to be come in? Yes, we do. But we did not include that in this budget because
Okay.
there's no guarantee.
And the same with FEMA, we're now
Yes.
zeroed out on that.
There's
We're
no
done with
guar-
FEMA?
No, there's no guarantee that we will get. There's just, I can't get, there's no guarantee. I can put it in there if you want me to.
What do you think that what are we billing them? That's not the right phrase to use. What do we still have to send in? How much?
I think we've got at least about close to around $1 million, I think, but whether we're going to get it all, I don't know.
You just don't know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So,
Yeah.
Well, you thought you were behind their schedule, but you got the schedule extended, did you not?
they have extended the schedule, but I still want to get this done by this year. There's no, I need to get I want to get it done by, end of this month, or September. It needs to be done. There's no.
And you still don't know what's going to be charged back, and it always seems to have some.
You just don't know what the decisions FEMA and TDM are gonna throw our way. You just don't know.
So that $1 million represents money that we have spent,
Yes.
but not been reimbursed for.
Yes.
So just for anyone who's out there watching. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, miscellaneous. We've dropped it by 5.
What typically, or do you have anything that is typical for miscellaneous?
I'm trying to think. Without actually, because I've actually got, without pulling it into, I can't even remember what miscellaneous. We've gone through this list a lot, so I'd have to check and see exactly what it
Okay,
is.
I'm just curious.
Off the top of my head, I can't remember exactly what's in there.
I
Get
think,
directly into Finnegan's Finagling factor?
yeah, I think some of them are suffering from budget brain right now, a little bit overload getting ready for the meeting. So, Go ahead.
So, disposal of assets, that is our auctions. We've scheduled for an auction at the end of this year. So,
How do we acquire the auction items? Is that for foreclosing?
they've already acquired. It's good.
Okay, how do we routinely acquire auction items?
Well, it's assets that-
Abandonment?
They've gone through their useful life.
Yeah, they've gone through their useful life. And
This is
we-
basically our vehicles and things, right?
It can be vehicles, it can be anything. It can be just items that have just, we don't have either a use for, or they've expired the use of their usefulness, is the best way I can explain it.
And you've gone to the proper channels to get those exposed? To
Yes.
get those? to be
Yeah,
able
we'll
to
go
do it.
through Texas, Texas bid, and they have to be auctioned.
Yeah.
And that will, there's processes that we have to follow.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Okay, here comes the fun bit. Ad valorem. As you can see, I'm not gonna, it's 1.5. It's about 17,000. This is very, very rough. And we'll touch base with Anna just to confirm, but this is where we stand right now. So we've got PNI, M&O, and we've got PNI, INS. We've also got our INS, that's the bond. As far as I remember, I think that's the bond, yes. And we've got another one with the refuge, and we've also got income. So.
Okay, so,
And INS is scheduled to pay off in what, February of next year?
February, sir.
I've asked the question, how does that affect our tax rate for the
Goes
coming year?
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but how do they handle it? Because we'll be at a higher tax rate for 2 months, and then it changes.
That's the Anna question.
Exactly.
Well, your INS, when you paid the bond off, you know.
No, I understand all that. I'm just saying, we have to set our tax rate before it goes off. See what I'm saying?
You do 1/6 of what you budgeted for this year.
Right.
So, okay, anyway, move on.
Way to go, Jack.
Go ahead.
Okay, bad debt, we've kept it as is. And then, as you can see, we've, while we started this process of budgeting, we found that within our P&L, for some reason, we having a technical difficulty with QuickBooks. And it's not mapping properly. So some of our staff and commissioner items just are not showing up on our P&L. So we literally gonna look into that and see what's going on. It's there, it's just not showing up on the actual report. And we suspect it's a QuickBooks error. So for some reason, their programming is not doing what it should be doing.
But these numbers that you have plugged in here are still good then?
Yes.
So, to your best.
We just had to go through different avenues to get them.
Okay.
What
Any
else
questions?
goes into bad debt expense besides past due lease payments?
It's a good question. I thought, we need to look
My
into that one.
understanding of bad debt expense is it's the ones that we have to write off.
Yeah,
It's pardon?
right on.
Yeah, we have to write off customers that do not pay.
Right. Okay. Any other questions? Next page.
Alrighty, so we've got actual personnel. And as I said to you, those the first 1 through to 5, we've got the mapping issues, as I said, but while going through this budget process, we want to actually reclass how the accounts are structured. So Vicky's going to look into that, and it just get a better breakdown, so we can have a better overview of what's actually going on.
We separated out of some of that. The because there's a lot of things that are lumped together that we need to have a
Do you have to-
individualized cost on.
Do you have to create a new line item?
On a few things we
Yes.
will,
Okay.
and on some we will not. Some of them it is a mapping issue inside of QuickBooks Online, that from what we discovered last night.
Last night and this morning.
Okay.
And is this,
Were you both here until 1 o'clock last night working on
No,
this?
I was, no,
It's work.
Pardon?
It's work. That's what happens.
is this discrepancy between the QuickBooks payroll and the QuickBooks Online?
No, it's from when it was mapped initially on the first of the year. It's dumping things into basically the salaries account when it shouldn't be, when they should be going to other items.
And that's all in the main QuickBooks program?
Yes, sir.
Such as benefits?
No, it's the overtime, the holiday pay, the sick and vacation time, because those need to be line itemed out, so we know how much we're paying.
and it will be reflected within the reports, and that's what we.
Okay.
That's the first of next week's project.
Okay.
And why do we not have 25 actuals?
You do have 25 actuals.
You do have those.
We had to go through different avenues to get that data.
They're just not
We could-
total.
They're not on that report, so no, that is how we,
It's there, the numbers are there, it's not total.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. We ready? Moving on.
Okay, do you want me to go through line by line, or are you good with me?
Most of them are,
Pretty self-explanatory.
yeah, I was going to say, we've seen all of these before. Let's give us a few minutes to look through these and see if anyone has any questions on this. We're looking
Are
at
we looking for a percentage?
contract services, right?
If you're ready for me to move on to
Okay.
contract services.
All right, back up. Do you have any questions, any additional questions on personnel or any of the previous
do.
pages? Go ahead.
Are we looking at an increase for personnel, percentage? Are we
Where
having impact there?
salaries, yes. What I've actually incorporated is the ED. So that's where the additional 200 is coming from, is I've actually, we factored in that
I'm
his
talking about employees that we have.
employees,
We're looking at 2%, 3%, 5%, no percent.
no, we haven't actually discussed it yet.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
It's like 10%.
That too,
Yeah, it's something that we need.
So that's something we need to
because that's what we
discuss.
gave last year, right?
Because
10%.
the thing, the issue that we have here is we're still looking for an executive director. So he may have thoughts, or they may
He?
have, he,
Or she,
she,
it.
whoever this person may be, they may have their thoughts on how they want to structure it.
Agreed.
And
But we do the budget.
we do the budget, but
And we
they,
need to make the decision now on whether we're going to do a what did we give last year?
10%?
10%?
10%, I think, yeah. Normally, it's normally about 3.
Yeah. I don't know what the county gave this time,
Frankly speaking.
but we had to catch up with McDonald's and Dairy Queen because we were low. We were.
Yeah, I know.
Where we
Big time.
go?
That's
Okay.
what I
$14
suggested to
for
go up.
McDonald's now. My thought is this, you hire an executive director with this new person and the same person, they don't figure into the 2027 budget. Their salary would, but they would not have input into their staffs.
No, that's what-
That's
I was
what-
actually saying
That's what
to you, I've actually put their salary into it, but we have not actually looked at an increase for staff for this year. We have not 3%, 10%. We have not looked at that because of some of the other expenses.
I would
that
look
we're
at,
facing.
I would look at a 5 and a 10%. Just give us both projected to me.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I would think.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
What are you,
But get to work though. They have to work.
so what are you saying? What percentage are you suggesting?
I said, give us a 5% and then give us a 10%.
Either one.
Either one, and then we can do it in the middle, or we can stay at 5, or we can stay at 10.
We have to vote for that.
Whichever.
Anyone else have any thoughts on that?
That's the way I used to do it
Mr.
in my,
Banker?
in my county.
Mr.
government budget
Well, I don't
process.
think we balance. the
I
budget
was so
like
used to
that.
getting 2%, it sounds like a bunch, but you know, I looked at the school budget this year, And they're struggling to give much of anything, so
That's a school.
they change, well, it is another entity that deals a lot with tax monies
Yeah.
in that case.
So we did not.
But I think you owe it to your
5 or 10%.
employees to try to do the best you can. And we've got the money to do so. I would say that you look at doing 10 again. You told me something the other day about how many people are, you had a word for it, that timing out, into their career, whatever, they're going to retire. You might quantify that for us, and
Okay.
because if we replace them, may or may not be at the same dollar level.
Yes, sir.
Probably will be a little bit lower.
Yes.
They've been deciding not to retire after we give them a raise.
We'll look at those figures and we'll get those figures to you.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the salary, an increase? You're saying 5%, maybe 10%, what do you think?
No, I would say 5%. We don't want to go way the hell up there and then we get stuck.
I think I'd like to know what the county's doing and what the,
Well, we don't care about the
Don't
county.
care
We just treat our people different.
no,
than the
I
county.
agree. Tommy?
Withholding judgment at this point.
All right, let us
Mr.
take it
Potter?
over.
Can we take a
Mr.
break?
Potter, would you have a thought to share with us about that?
Well, we usually, look for the county, the city, see if they get, kind of as a baseline, kind of, so we can do better. You know, if the county's doing 10%, we're gonna have to do better than 10%, if we want to do better than the county.
But the county got
That's
bigger,
kind of a baseline.
I'd be surprised if the county's giving 10, but
I am too, I am too.
but the
But
county,
that's just kind of a baseline.
They just give 3.
but the county got a bigger
They
budget.
usually get 3.
Yeah.
And then in the past, they've always, the district's always based their percentage off the county, whatever the county did.
We did last year, guarantee you. They were surprised the hell out of us.
where is the county in their budget cycle? Are these similar times? Where is the county in their budget cycle?
They usually adopt their budget first part of September.
Yeah,
We all are about the same time.
September, October.
They're in budget workshops as well.
Yeah. So is the city.
Yeah, all the budgets have, even though our fiscal year is different, we have to have our budget now.
We'll get those figures to you.
Okay?
Thank you. I have to excuse myself for this minute.
Okay, are we ready?
Martin's going to use the restroom.
Oh, okay.
Come on,
Well,
Mark.
what else you going to be doing?
You can't hold it for 2 hours?
I can guess.
3 o'clock. It's only been an hour.
Yeah,
Do we want to take a break?
I don't.
I'm fine.
Okay, all right, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so contract services. We've got sales tax expenses. I've put 100, so it's a small one. We have pest control is to stay the same. The bigger one that is there right now is the marine construction. We are keeping that the same because we do have some of those bigger capex projects that we may want to look at, and then also other projects as well that that may come through in 27. So the next one is electrical repairs. We've pushed that up from 25 to 40,000, and that is because of also some of the capex projects that we've got coming through. We've kept plumbing and HVAC the same, and we've actually dropped the porta potties.
Are we going to reduce the number of porta potties?
No, we're not going to reduce the number of porta potties. We've reduced the budget for the porta potties because the 25 actual is just under 60. So we've in 26 we budgeted 75, and then we've kind of split it. So we've
So
got
you're just
about
cutting it back,
65,
that
yes.
estimate number, okay.
Yeah.
When was that last time that was let out for bid?
That's one of the things we may want to look at, but A1 is very, very, very good. They are. We get compliments on our porta potties.
No, never mind.
When was the last time we went out for bid?
Couldn't give you an
That
answer,
don't get
sir.
better.
I couldn't give you an answer, sir.
Do you still fluctuate on the season? On the skittle cans
Yes,
being out there, or you
yes.
just leave them all out there?
No, we pull back in the quieter times, and then we push more out come summer.
Eliminate weekends. As I suggested the last meeting we had, whenever y'all were talking about the bathrooms at Cove Harbor, if we end up locking them up, we may save all that problem over there and just put a skittle can there for them to use,
We'll see where we.
after
Yes, sir.
hours,
Yeah, we'll see where
even
we
up here
end
in
up.
front.
Yes, sir. Harbor maintenance, we've keeping the same. Contract and temporary labor, we've dropped it. Looking at the numbers, 10 is a bit on the higher side, so we've gone for 5. Grant research, we had no associated history on that, but we've kept it in because we're anticipating some work on grants coming through with Glavisa and all the band shell. We're very sure we're going to start needing a lot more grant research and budget associated with that. So that was the thought process there. Sign making will we keep as is. Uniforms. Now I want to toot somebody's. As you can see, in 25 actual spend, it was just under 21,500. We reviewed, and it was between Miss Susie and Miss Bree. They've done a lot of work on that account, and they saved us just over 50% on that actual cost. So we are looking very, very good for 26.
This is on uniforms.
Yes.
How did they do that?
Change the supplier. Then also, that account had not been looked at for a long time. So there was a lot of old items that we were being charged for. So it was basically cleanup.
Okay.
And basically,
Good job.
when they looked at it, and they were asking me questions, we haven't had that type of uniform since 2008. So it hasn't been reviewed since then. Because we had coveralls on there that none of these employees we have now ever seen.
Okay.
So I've
How
seen,
long it's been.
so most of the uniform, I've seen a lot of guys wearing blue jean and then the NAB
gray
uniform. Is that uniform including the pants and the shirt?
Yes. Our new uniforms include the pants, which we got away from the jeans, and the shirt.
Okay.
High tech,
Yes.
cool.
Yes, the reason we went with these uniforms is they're high-tech, they're cool, they're
Good.
snag resistant. The back of them's kind of a mesh.
So they have cooling in the back.
The mesh cooling thing. Okay, good.
And they're cheaper.
Nice. Even better.
So then, usually, back in the day when I had a lot of uniform, we wash it ourselves. So this company gonna do it,
The company washes it.
all right?
They're gonna send them to Nelda.
Which save money. I'll save money and I set the workers, go wash it yourself.
The chemicals we deal with on a day-to-day,
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
not having them take that stuff home.
Okay.
I can see
Fair
why.
enough. Okay.
So, road and parking, maintenance. We probably gonna be reclassing that because there's, so there was, that's just a little bit of cleanup on our part.
Okay.
Okay, the 3 items underneath that, so it's eviction and impound services, and that is a new item. So we're gonna keep it at 37,000
Okay.
because we're intending to move on that as soon as we can, once our harbor regulations.
I was going to say that this is tied to our new harbor regulations and the new contract. And we're going to toughen up.
Yes, ma'am. Tools and equipment, repair, we've increased that to, by 2,000. And vessel maintenance and equipment, we've kept that as is, so. Maintenance service agreements, we've kept that as is, that tracked pretty even. And rentals and equipment and other, that stays the same. Now, audit services for 27, we're anticipating that dropping.
Charlie, are we gonna need any new mowers coming up?
It's in there,
It's in here.
it's in the budget, we're gonna need.
It's right
How
at
about
the-
some mules or anything?
That's in the budget
That's in
too.
there also.
$40,000?
No, we've further down. So we've got,
100,000?
Those are assets, actually, when you get to, and assets are not listed as an expense.
Wow,
Could you capitalize them?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
okay.
so where are we? Audit services, we're gonna drop. Tax collection services, we've pushed it a little bit up. And appraisal district, we've kept as is.
Okay.
Now, we've got contract services. We've pushed it up about 5. And we've got election admin, we've pushed that up around 2. I'm waiting to find out what the contract's gonna be this year regarding elections. Printing services, we have dropped a little bit. Septic services, we are staying as is because we are actually, one of our new suppliers, we're gonna be getting a maintenance, setting up a maintenance contract with that particular person. We've kept fire extinguishers the same, and we have, as you can see, recycling. That is a reimbursement, and that's with the GLO. That is due October, November. So that figure will change once we get that reimbursement from GLO.
Okay.
Security and traffic control, we've pushed that up. Be anticipating it can be used for one of the CapEx projects.
One of the what?
CapEx, capital expenditure.
Oh,
I had to ask the same thing.
And
You
then
knew what it
I
was.
surprised you did.
You knew what it was, yes.
we've got PPE, we've stayed, kept the same, and record, we're actually going to be pushing that up because we're anticipating changing our system around. Advertising and legal notices, we are going to be dropping that. We still want to keep it at 5,000 because we're anticipating we're going to be doing quite a bit of legal notices in 27.
Foreclosure and the like.
Yes, sir. Yes. So, and you can see following down training and now the big one.
Yes. Building demo.
We've got building demo. We've got it at 100. Now that's for anything that may need to come down.
what are you dimming it?
Your house.
Part of it?
One of the things, we do have a facility that is, we need to look at a cost analysis because it's starting to cost more to keep it
Yeah.
up and keep it maintained than what we're bringing in.
That
I haven't
involves,
heard where.
that involves, can
I
you
asked
talk
you a
about?
question, where, and you're giving me a route around,
Because we
Martin.
haven't spoken to them yet.
oh.
Yes. Do you
Yes,
see
it's
where
involved-
that's
it
why I'm being
involves
quiet.
a lease, so we.
Yes,
talk about it
I
closed.
have to be vague about this one.
Okay,
So,
you get the answers
yes.
that way, so.
Then the next big one, you will see buildings. That's 306.10. It's we put it at 800, 427. That is to do with saltwater pavilion and Ed Bay Education Center.
Okay. Basically remediation in both of those buildings.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's probably being very conservative.
So that's another $778,000 in the coming year.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any questions? All right. M&O.
Maintenance operations, office equipment, that was due to the relocations to and from back to our, so that's the reason for that overspend. We've got minor tools and equipment, we've pushed that up. We've also, we've kept equipment rentals as is. We've also kept pavilion supplies and expenses as is. We've, beach expenses, we've pushed it to 15. Office supplies and expenses, that's tracking, so we've left it as is. And fuel and lubricants, we've left as is. We've left postage as is, and we are anticipating first aid supplies to come down. Again, it's one of those accounts that staff have done really well in saving. Then we've got a new account. The new one is navigational aids, maintenance and supplies. So that's your navigational aids is your buoys. I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong. So if we need anything that needs to be maintained or bought. Custodial supplies, it's tracking. Lumber, we've pushed that up to 30,000 because of the upgrades to decking, piers. So we've pushed that number up. All kept the same, but it's still, yeah. We only spent 18,000. Locksmiths, that was office relocation, and we've got the wings rescue that we pushed that up as well.
Don't we spend an awful lot on rekeying boat slips?
Yes, we do.
And this is not nearly enough for that. Is that kept somewhere else?
No, we rekeyed was December 24 when we did the big rekey. We had, I don't know how many we had to rekey.
So it's not an every month or every other month?
No,
Okay,
it's when
that's why I'm remembering the big
it's when we
number.
find that keys have been passed on to tenants that shouldn't have.
Catch them.
Oversharing of our keys.
When we need to
A reset.
yes.
Understood.
So where were we? Locksmith. So wings rescue has gone up. We've got property rentals. That increase is due to the property being sold, and the rent was increased. But then we've also had to put storage facilities that we had to use over the relocation when we relocated.
So this is all from cool storage?
Yes.
Okay. What do we have, 3 bins?
We have we had 1 unit, and we got it ended up getting an additional 2, so we ended up with 3 while we were relocated, and now we've gone back down to 1.
We're down to 1, okay.
Yes. Vehicle equipment repair maintenance, we've kept that as is, and there's no major changes until you get to dues and subscriptions. Now we've increased that by 20,000. Dues and subscriptions are going to be increasing twofold because it's just where we're at. You've got QuickBooks. With the move into QuickBooks Online, they charge us accordingly. You've got Molo, you've also got TPA, and you've got any other systems that we may decide to join because it's all subscription based.
Yeah.
Quitting time.
So you expect that to go up?
Yes, ma'am. And it will probably continue going up.
How much longer are we going to hang on to Molo until we figure out it doesn't work?
No, it's
working.
It's working.
Once we went to QuickBooks Online, it integrated.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we hover eggs. That's where we're at. That's my key.
That's not the last thing I heard. Last thing I heard was shoot it.
Different.
Okay. Sorry.
Some days I do want to shoot it, but other days I don't. And there's a few other systems that go along with that. Miscellaneous expense is, we've kept it as is. We are the staff, we've tightened the parameters. So if you look at 25, we're anticipating that dropping, keeping it to 1,000.
Okay.
Utilities. We keeping electricity as is. We're keeping natural gas as is. We have dropped our telephones due to the fact that we've changed our telephone system in 25. We have increased trash in
Yes.
anticipation. Do we need to look at those contracts? Yes, we do. We are tied into Republic because of the city, but the other contracts we can look at. We also need to look at illegal dumping, because that is huge. We get hit pretty hard with that. So those aren't our key features that we want to try to get under control in 27.
Because that's a really big number.
Yes, it is a big number. If you feel we need to change it, then we can, but
Okay. So water and sewer,
water and
down a little
sewer,
bit?
we are looking at at saving some costs with the water wells, possibly. I know the water wells, with the rain that we've had and the levels that they are, that I still think we need to look at getting those in sooner rather than later, because the prices have gone up. Wi-Fi, we're intending to drop that.
But have you factored in, we'll have a service fee for,
We need to look at the details, but we are looking at reviewing contracts for that anyway,
okay,
across the board.
okay. Any questions on any of that section? Okay, go ahead.
Legal, professional services. Legal services we've kept as is.
Wow,
We are anticipating an increase in engineering services due to the fact we've got a lot of projects coming, 27, so we've increased it. Appraisal services we've kept as is, because I'm anticipating we're going to with
Right.
Harbourfront
We've discussed
and
doing
Cove, yes.
re-evaluating Cove Harbor.
So we've kept it as is. The surveyors, we've kept as is. Consultants, we've kept it as is.
Is David Balmos an engineering service or a consultant?
Oh, good question.
He's an engineer, so.
It takes a little bit of both.
Yeah, I would call him both, because he does both.
He does.
It's a combined discipline.
But where does he get charged? At engineering services, maybe?
I
Little bit of
think it's consultant.
As long as we go forward knowing that that's how you're doing it, that's fine. But if
we can have a look at it and see.
Have a look
Yeah.
and see
Yeah.
where we classify.
if you're saying I'm picking a number, he's $100,000 a year, and yet he's charging you 150 because he's doing other things, then split that out. Otherwise, you're making it look like we're not spending as much.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So so you can see.
He's worth the money.
Well, I really was more of a generic question. I
No,
knew that his was more than likely to be split across lines. And
Absolutely.
Consultant travel, we've put 5,000 into 27 for that,
Just in case.
just in case.
Okay,
It's one of the just in casey funds.
okay. Any more questions on professional services? Okay, go ahead. Insurance.
Insurance, vendor processing fees, we've put 1,000 into that. Interest expense, just 100. Now, insurance, we pushed it up a little bit. Just we haven't got confirmed figures yet, so we've gone a little bit over probably, but
why would there be interest expense in that category? Who are we paying interest expense to? I mean, it's only $100, but why?
we're gonna have to look into it. That was one of the new ones that we put in. It was not on 25's P&L, and it was on 26, so we need to look into it.
Is that the credit card expense?
That wouldn't be under
No,
this.
it's not enough for that.
This is under insurance, though.
And it's not even enough to finance any of our policies, so.
We did,
Something's
it's,
there.
yeah. We need to see exactly where, it's one of those little things
You
that,
know, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, it's $100, but it still would be good.
100 here, 100 there.
I know, exactly.
it's one of those little details, so, but we can look into it. As you can see, insurance, liability bonds, real property windstorm, and flood insurance.
Touched base with Blake McDavid
Yes, sir.
10 days or so ago. He's going to schedule whoever it is, Regional Pool Alliance, to come down and let's do a drive around and locate everything that we're paying insurance on, and if it's not there, then we don't pay insurance on it anymore.
Okay.
We have a reason to think that there are items that aren't there.
Basically review the whole,
Yes.
okay,
I think that's a good idea.
schedule, I think is what they call it.
The interesting thing is Regional Pool Alliance does something I've never seen an insurance company do. They allow you to claim things that are quasi-questionable because you can have a storm damage, let's say, and you're insuring something that doesn't exist anymore, but you get the coverage and the dollars for it. I'm telling you, it's a strange deal. And so you got to be careful when you start talking about not insuring something.
Yes, sir.
And when you do have a claim, you don't get as much. We got to weigh that out.
Okay.
It's probably, once we go through that review, it'll show where
Yeah.
the issues are. Okay, bank charges, this is where we've kept, 600 the same.
Right.
The 600,502, that I've dropped in anticipation of the, point of sale system.
Yes.
And combining, our two merchants into one account. Instead of, because we currently have two and we're gonna be combining them.
And bank service charges are both banks added together, correct?
I think so, yes. So I'm anticipating, a savings there.
Well, I'm not so certain that you're going to for the 6,600, because if say American Bank is not charging us as much because we've kept pretty good deposits with them, when Prosperity takes over, it may go up.
Okay.
We just
So,
have to see.
yeah, the
They'll have to
crystal
pay for
ball's
that
a
new
bit murky
building.
on that one then. The crystal ball's a bit murky on that one? So, payroll processing fees, payroll expenses. Now, this is where one of those reclassification projects is required. So, we're gonna look into it over the next week or so and see where we're at. Because it just, yes, we put it at 10, but we want to try and find out.
What rolls up into that?
Miss Vicky?
Some of the QuickBook charges are in there. Right now, there's some very odd stuff that's flowing into it that we do need to reclassify and figure out better accounts for what we
We had a conversation with Bob on this one this morning,
Okay.
so.
Well,
Right
pretty-
now, on the P&L, it's showing holiday pay in there. And holiday pay should not be.
Shush.
No, and to get the numbers that we got, we exported into Excel.
Well, and if
Took those out.
it's rolling up now into payroll expenses that are under, bank charges, it's a little,
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not,
Okay.
something's not matched correctly.
well, I'm confident y'all are gonna find it.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll figure it out, sir.
Okay. Any other questions on that category?
Hmm.
Okay. 8,000 asset maintenance.
Yes, ma'am. So we have the beach. We have dropped it by 10, but we've moved that 10 into the pavilions.
Okay.
Okay.
Because we know we have work to do at the pavilions.
Yes. We've got the sculpture garden. We've dropped by 2.
What's that?
It's the where all the sculptures are.
Over here?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Marine Beach.
Yes. Bait stand rehab, there's, and then we've got dock repair. That looks like it's a reclassification project again, so we need to have a look and see what's going on with that.
Okay.
Well, the base stand rehab, we've got the engineering and the electrical is supposed to have been here yesterday. That will be on the next agenda.
Yeah, no, sir, I'm sorry.
What?
It's gonna be not the 17th, it's gonna be the next one. Yes, I know, sir.
Do you realize every time you move it, my ass gets chewed on?
I got mine chewed the
I didn't know
other
you had
day.
ass.
Oh, okay.
I got mine chewed as of yesterday. He
Yesterday.
was right next to me.
It's my,
Yeah.
I was here and it was
Late in the afternoon.
brutal.
So, apologies, sir. That's on my. That's
Tell them
on
to
me.
get in line.
No, I'm not going to do that either.
You can put them onto. You can put the. That's on me.
No,
Yes,
just-
yes, it is, sir. That's on me.
That's on her.
Okay. And the rest of it, you have water full quality.
Yes, sir.
The other big one is what, interest expense for the
Yes,
bonds?
That's
Okay.
the bond, and that should be paid off February 27. So, at the end of it, we've got the whopping.
So we're at a negative $852,987 over last year.
This is the draft.
This is the draft.
We've got below that. We do have the mower, the additional mower, and we have the mule, and there is a vehicle scheduled for next year, which is executive director's vehicle. We only bought.
We're still hanging on to the one that was.
We've got two. One of them is going to be within the bid or the auction at the end of the year. The other one we'll hang on to. The silver one we hang on to.
Okay. So what is the goal then, to try to finalize things by the first meeting in September?
Yes.
Because we will have to,
What's the date we have to do it to keep Anna?
September.
what-
Yeah.
So we're trying to be ahead of that?
September what?
I don't know the date. I know September of the month. If we can.
15th.
Yeah.
yeah, it's always in September.
We've got the meeting on our normal regular meeting on the 17th, and we've got one more week between that.
Yeah, our first meeting in September will be on the 7th.
Yes.
So that gives you, and you've got 3 weeks from tomorrow, or from Monday.
And if I understood you correctly, this difference of 800,000 doesn't include capital expenses, it's just,
Well, we did the 800,000 is the buildings.
That includes that includes the remediation on the two buildings.
The two, that's as far as I got, and there's a few other additional pieces within this budget,
Well,
which
if we
can
were-
go towards CapEx, but we prioritize the CapEx list, but the final decision needs to be made on what will go into 27.
Okay. So,
We can recommend, what we feel those projects should be, but there's a lot of
we're
projects
not
we
an
don't
income
have.
tax paying entity, so that doesn't matter.
yeah. So, any other questions before we wrap this portion up? Lot to chew on, guys.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, well, let's kind of shoot it when we're gonna have our next meeting on this, so,
Oh.
get some information and.
I think we just said that was the first meeting of, the second meeting in August is this coming Monday, which is the 17th, and then we have 2 Mondays without meetings. Now, we could hold one on the 31st if we need to.
There's the
I guess,
there's the 24th of August, which is the following Monday, and then you've got the 31st of
Right.
August, which is both Mondays.
and then the first scheduled meeting in September is on the 7th. So we have 2 potential Mondays that we could if we need
September
to.
7th, that's Labor Day weekend.
Oh, you're right, though, it would be the 8th.
8th.
So you need to get a date from Anna then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we also have to lock in our
That's,
tax rate.
all that information, all that is on the 17th, the meeting on the 17th, I think.
Okay, and we've traditionally gone with, new revenue
Yes.
rate.
Yes.
And that's what Tommy say, 20 years, 18 years, something like that?
Certainly 18, maybe more than that.
So,
We could pass that without finishing the budget if we felt pressed.
Our INS is gonna drop it in as well.
It will for next year.
This
Yeah, okay, you're right.
Yeah, that's what I was asking earlier, how there's,
Well,
It's
you're
an
not
Anna
gonna
question.
pay it, but you're also not gonna get the income. It's
Yeah.
a wash, because what you collect is theoretically exactly what the debt payment is.
I get that. So, okay, it's just, it's confusing.
So are
But it
we
makes it sound
shooting,
good, we don't have the expense, but you don't get the revenue.
Exactly.
are we shooting at 24 and 31 or just 24 or 31?
Do we want to have it on Monday?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, Monday morning's better than 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Shit, that's my nap time.
Oh, pudding.
Monday
Is
morning.
that Asian time?
Okay, so, do you want to come back on the 31st? Do you all want to come back on the 31st? That's in 2 weeks.
You think we
It's-
can adopt it on the 31st?
That's prior to what?
Prior to
For the
the
conclusion.
Labor Day weekend?
Yeah. That's a week before Labor Day.
Hey, why not?
We've got 17th, we got the meeting, then we'll have the 24th to the 31st.
That's what we just said, 24th. I would say the 24th is too soon, and,
31st is too late.
So
no, the 31st is not too late.
I'm
No.
open.
Yeah.
Either one's fine with me.
Why don't you,
That gives us time to get, and that's kind of what we've done, is kind of get a little more finalized.
Right, I'm thinking the
Last-minute
31st would
changes,
give us
And
a-
then any last minute changes can be done on the meeting on the 8th, and then adopt.
so you're saying 31st, I think.
Second.
I think that's the best choice.
That gives us some time to get information. You're just gonna let me.
Is that good with everyone?
31st,
31st,
6
9
in the
a.m.
market.
No, I just want to
Going
make
once,
I just
going
want to,
twice?
Okay,
yes,
go
go
ahead.
first. I just want to make everybody aware, we are still continuing with Order 24. So with that, we are still working on that. So
A what?
audit 24.
Oh, audit.
Yeah, we are still, and we are
Not the
still, yes.
24th of August.
Yes. Okay, so we'll, for right now, we'll.
What if Google will translate you?
I don't know, actually.
It's,
I'm confused.
she's
I'm a
speaking the
mix.
King's English.
No, it's not the Queen's English.
No, you're right, it isn't, it's South African English, isn't it?
Point.
South Texas too.
That's why I don't talk that much, because people here don't understand what I'm saying.
No, I've been teased on several different continents. It doesn't bother me anymore.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Budget, right?
Good job, team.
Excellent, excellent.
Are we going to
Thank
call
you all.
it?
Budget, what time? 9?
9 on the 31st, that's, unless something comes up, and then we'll,
We've
Pull
got
back on
one
it.
more item. We got a closed session item.
This is the,
we do have closed session, so,
too late, can't change your mind.
okay. Let me pull the agenda.
We done?
I don't know.
Okay, so this concludes our budget workshop / meeting as of now, and we're going to go into closed session, but first we're going to take a break.
Guys, I want to thank y'all. Good employees.
Yes, hey, great job,
I said
folks,
that.
really and truly.
So
So we're
Vicki,
going to
you
go-
can go home and have a tall glass of wine, or whatever you're.
So, let me read what we need to. The commission will recess this open meeting and conduct a closed meeting pursuant to the Texas Open Meetings Act to conduct a private consultation with its attorney under section 551.071 of the Act, to deliberate regarding real property under section 551.072 of the Act, and to deliberate regarding personnel matters under section 551.074 of the Act. Specific subjects, among others, may include issues relating to the executive director's position, legal and related support services, and values and leases of real property. Following the closed meeting, we will reconvene into the open, but we do not have any action item. If anyone wants to rejoin us and watch us adjourn, they're welcome to come back.
Go to race.
Yes.
Are we
Sounds
good? Okay. Welcome back to the August 13th meeting of the Aransas County Navigation District. We are now reopening, and I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.